Okay, the next collection of videos are going to look at the evolution of businesses and changing goals throughout the last 20 or 30 years. And the first one, we're going to look at the increased focus on sustainability and community involvement. So the old view of businesses, and this is just a direct quote, is there is one and only one social responsibility of businesses: to use its resources and engage in activities designed to increase its profits, so long as it stays within the rules of the game, which is to say engages in open and free competition without deception or fraud. So basically, to sum up, the one goal of businesses is to increase profits for shareholders, and with making sure that they're doing that without doing anything that's illegal. Okay, there's been a change though in businesses' goals. It was shifting from this idea of just one goal to make profit to this three-prong approach called triple bottom line reporting. And over the next couple of videos, we're going to look at the focus on sustainability, community involvement, increasing gender equality in the workforce, and the increased push for innovation and research and development. So businesses are focusing more and more on each of these additional goals because they realise that each of them can essentially help to increase profitability in the long term. So while each of these is about doing what society values, businesses also recognise that they are important for maximising their profits in the long term. So the old view is basically to increase shareholders' wealth. The old view is what we call bottom line reporting. There's one bottom line. The bottom line is we want to maximise our profits so that shareholders make money. Over recent years, however, businesses have switched to a focus on what we call triple bottom line reporting. So rather than just profits, it's now the 3 Ps. It's protecting the planet, which is all about protecting the environment; people, so looking after the community and society, not exploiting workers, looking after their rights and their health; and profit. So planet, people, and profit is triple bottom line reporting. So businesses are now looking to serve the interests of their shareholders and as well as remaining good corporate citizens by behaving in ways that are considered socially responsible, because that's what society values, and therefore there's a larger focus on that amongst businesses as well. So part of the reason businesses are focusing on being more sustainable is the idea of because of increased media scrutiny. So it's making it harder for them to engage in activities like polluting the environment, or that have negative implications for local communities. So there's greater focus on businesses becoming more energy efficient, reducing their pollution. Environmental groups are constantly bringing bad corporate citizens to the attention of the public. So, for example, environmental groups can boycott businesses. They can get the public to boycott businesses who aren't acting in a socially responsible manner. The idea of that being that firms will care about it because it will maximise their profits to be more socially responsible. So there's more pressure than ever for businesses to be energy efficient in the way they go about their production process, to ensure that they're protecting workers' rights, and the community also puts expectations in terms of recycling and minimising waste as well. So these are all ways that we can increase sustainability: recycling, minimising waste, looking after the environment, reducing CO2 emissions. Coca-Cola, for example, have reduced the amount of plastic they use in production by 42%, again designed to try and protect the environment and ecosystems. So another way that businesses can try and promote this idea of triple line reporting is community involvement. So being socially responsible helps businesses achieve higher profits. It creates goodwill amongst the community and can lead to more customers and profits. So while being socially responsible is the right thing to do, it's also good for attracting shareholders, which can help to generate funds. There's a greater focus on shareholders wanting to invest in companies that are socially responsible and those that are involved in the community. So for examples of business community involvement, so for example, the AFL promotes the Pink Ladies match to try and promote support for breast cancer, with tickets going towards the Breast Cancer Networks or Breast Cancer Society. They've also got tins and stuff outside to try and raise awareness and to raise money for information and treatment and care for breast cancer. So that's a good thing that the AFL is doing. I believe they do it with Western Bulldogs play Melbourne. They have the Pink Ladies match, and they also, the women will go outside onto the ground and form the big pink lady as well to raise awareness for breast cancer. Telstra has a lot of community programs, so they have the Business Women's Awards, eSmart Libraries, they've got a kids fund. They sponsor a lot of sport and cultural activities, so sponsorship for sport and cultural activities is another example of community involvement. They provide assistance for Indigenous Australians. They're also very heavily involved in disaster relief efforts, so helping out communities that are affected by bushfires or droughts and so on and so forth. Westpac run the Surf Lifesaving Rescue helicopter service. They contribute around $2 million a year to help towards lifesaving rescue. McDonald's support various communities around to improve health amongst citizens. BHP Billiton helped to fund local international community projects in things like health and education as well. So just be aware of some examples of how companies like Telstra and the AFL are getting involved in the community. I know a lot of the big accounting firms have also got things like Plant a Tree Day to try and help the environment as well. Thank you.